Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton here with Brandon, and we're ready to start talking about Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel Volume 2 on 5 cards, 5 minutes. Brandon, what's our first card?
First up, we have the 0-0 Rider. It is a salvage Ricky, so we can pay one, clock ourselves, and then choose a character from our waiting room and return it to hand. Note that it is not level locked like some Rickies have been, but it is a salvage Ricky, so you must get it from the waiting room. It also has the added benefit of when this attack is cancelled, you may put this card into stock.
I like this card for a lot of reasons. Obviously, it's a Ricky, so can get you into level 1, gets level 1 combos from waiting room, but also I really like that on cancel going to stock ability, especially if you're swinging into an open lane with this. And if that relatively big swing doesn't stick, you get some stock out of it. Really nice all around. I think this is going to find its way into a lot of Fate lists. Reen, Combat in the Rain, is a level 0 500 power. Pay 1, rest 2, look it up to 4, add 1 to hand that is level 1 or higher. This can be characters or events. And also pay 1, pitch an event from hand to salvage a character. This really consistently trades stock for hand, and it also pluses that level 3 event that is so important to red. Add soul to your opponent's attack so that you basically force them to cancel. This gets that, and then it can also pitch that earlier in the game when you don't need it to salvage exactly what you need. A lot of versatility on this, a lot of potential uses. This can honestly get run in any number of decks, especially ones that run events.
Yeah, no, I completely agree that this is very much an event-focused card. It's very designed to be able to get your events or change out events into characters depending on what you need. Especially if you're running Fate, typically you're kind of running with the kind of Shiro Master Clock Encore in the back row, which in itself doesn't need to be rested, so you can use that as your second piece to be resting. Still have the Master Clock Encore in play and be able to mess around with events. Next up, we have the 0-0 Illya. This is actually a reprint from Heaven's Feel 1, but it's so vitally important that it's worth talking about here and now in the new set as well. On play, discard a card, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, choose one master character, add it to hand. On play, you're able to hand filter, fix, and mill. Having that on play Akatsuki effect makes this card very valuable in just about every set deck you run.
This is the best card in Fate, and it just became so much easier to get a hold of. It's just a rare, it's not even a double rare. It speeds up every deck, and it also fixes for basically any playable level 1 combo. Illya, the new Reen, the old Sakura, all of it, master. This is such a good level 1 setup card. It can even go and get a lot of level 3 stuff, including the Sakura we're about to talk about. Really glad to see the reprint here because it just means it's going to be that much easier to get a hold of. Next is probably my favorite card in the whole set. I don't know if it's that good, but it's super fun. 3-2 Saber, 10,000 power, on play heal, pitch 3 Master or Servant characters on attack. If you do, choose a character, and it gains on cancel, burn 3 twice. This pairs with a Shiro that pumps soul and also salvages the climax to board, and it plays really nicely with the old Musashi. It's got a pretty consistent high damage floor.
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest things that is also really interesting about this card is that the climax that it goes off on is Excalibur as well. Excalibur already has so many other cards that can pair with it, so you add a lot of versatility by adding this card in. The other top-end card that is asking to be the next front-runner for the endgame of Fate is this 3-2 Sakura. On play, you can draw 2 and then ditch 1 from hand. Climax combo allows you to blind stock 3 cards from the top of your deck, which really helps to pay 3, discard a card from hand to Icy Tail for 6 cards. So you're milling out your opponent's deck, you're dealing additional damage on top of the swing.
Yeah, I think this is the Fate top end of the future. It's on a salvage, which is super nice. Between the draw effect and the stock effect on the combo, it completely pays for itself. And it can consistently close from 3-0. If Fate is going to be relevant again, this is the top end that's going to do it. And that's it for us. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back on Tuesday for the launch of the Holy Grail War. We'll start on the 10th with a preview show, and then 9 games in 9 days. Please join us for that. There will be a lot more Fate. In the meantime, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one.
We'll see you then.